I wanted to shoot this video because I was sitting down talking with one of our coaches and she was taking in about 1,200 calories a day. And when I asked her why the number 1,200, it was just a number. And I've heard this before, I've heard this from a lot of people. For some reason, there's that number, that 1,200 calories a day that people need to take in to lose weight. 1,200 calories isn't even a basal metabolic rate for a grown adult to burn throughout the day. Basal metabolic rate means if you're sitting there just blinking, breathing for a 24-hour period, that's how many calories you would burn in that 24-hour period. Now, in that 24-hour period, you're probably gonna have some activity going on. You're gonna be getting up, you're gonna be showering, you're gonna be driving your kids to school, you're gonna be walking around, you might be getting in a workout. All those things add to the calorie consumption that you need to help fuel the engine throughout the day. If you don't end up doing that, you end up wearing yourself down, you end up burning yourself out, you're going to the gym, you're busting your butt, you're trying to grow lean muscle mass and lean muscle tissue, and the problem with that is you're not fueling yourself enough to be able to build that tissue and hold on to it. Your body ends up going catabolic, and then from there, you end up burning that muscle tissue as fuel because you're just not feeding yourself enough fuel. So a lot of times people end up getting stuck in that trap where basically all you're doing is taking in too few calories to be able to get the job done that you need to throughout the day. After several weeks of bumping up her calorie intake to 2,000 calories a day, what ended up happening was that she's losing half a pound a week. So she was excited about that, but also disappointed because it's only half a pound a week. This is where sometimes you need to give your head a shake. If you're headed towards your goal, even if it's slow, you're still making progress. Don't change anything. You're still succeeding. Keep doing what you're doing. It becomes a problem when you're not seeing any changes, when you're not making any gains, when you're not getting closer to your goal. That's when you need to tweak and adjust things. If you're still losing half a pound a week, you're doing it correctly. If you're not starving yourself, if you're eating enough, if you're feeling full after meals, if you're not starving throughout the day, if you're sleeping better, if your attitude's better, if your mood's better, if your energy levels are better, all good things. You don't need to be starving yourself and taking in 1,200 calories a day to see results. So with this coach, she's taking in that 2,000 calories a day and finding it a lot of food. And yes, if you end up jumping from 1,200 calories a day to 2,000 calories a day, you're almost doubling your calorie intake for the day. And if you're eating high quality food, it's gonna be a lot of food. So the less quality food you're eating, the higher calorie content it has, the faster you're gonna get up to that 2,000 calories. But if you're eating real food, stuff that you've prepared yourself, whether it's lean meats, fruits and vegetables, complex carbs, all that stuff is gonna be a bit lower on the scale in calories, and it's gonna take longer to fill you up. So you're gonna have to have several meals throughout the day and probably snacks on top of that just to get up to that 2,000 calorie a day content. The main thing I want you to take away from this is that you don't need to starve yourself to succeed. You need to take in an appropriate amount of calories to fuel you throughout the day for whatever your activity level is. If you're seated a lot throughout the day, you don't have any extra activity added in, you're not exercising, you can have a lower calorie content throughout the day. For those of you that are getting up early in the morning, you're running around with your kids, you're exercising, you're shopping, you're at a job where you're moving around all the time and going non-stop, you're gonna need to take in more calories throughout the day to help you get to and maintain your health and nutrition and fitness goals. We're always getting asked about giving meal plans to people, and I'm definitely not a fan of meal plans. What we prefer to do is teach people to be able to eat well and make good choices so that they're not restricted to a plan. And you know what you should be choosing to fuel yourself now and down the road for the rest of your life. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you want to reach out to us via DM, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching. Take care and stay safe.